Hey, OMG. It is January 28th, 2023. First time going to be filming. Where's my tree at so I can hold on to it? Sorry about that. First time filming, first time going in the highs for 2023. So what am I doing? Well, first off, I want to say welcome to Smoky Mountain Lash Bees, where lashes led to bees. And that's leading me into the first thing that I want to talk about. I'm going to use this tree to not put myself in the face, but lean back on. I got a bum knee, a bum hip. It's no fun. I'm hitting myself now on the tree. So, that saying, my slogan, I got asked. I got to realizing that there's a lot of y'all out here that are new to me and haven't come over here to the videos from my Facebook. So let me introduce myself and explain some things, a little bit about my history. Now I'm going to preface this with, this is in no ways a sales pitch for any ladies out here watching, or any of you guys out here watching who have ladies in your life. You will understand what I mean here in just a minute. So, who am I? I'm Krista Lewis. I am from East Tennessee, born and raised here, and I do beekeeping. But beekeeping is not where I started. So, where my saying, where lashes led to bees came from, is a crazy journey that God put me down. One that I went down kicking and screaming because I am a tomboy. I am a go out and ride my horses. I like cleaning horse stalls. Shh. I don't like it when I'm hurting like I am right now, but in typical, I enjoy feeding the horses. I enjoy working horses. I enjoy camping, hiking, being outdoors. So, where does lashes come into this? Well, going on, let's see here, 6 years in April. Really, it started in March. I got pushed down a journey that I never intended on doing. Guess what? The bees are the same. I never intended doing this. Being stung was a big fear of mine because in the past, working the horses, I have been stung by wasps. I assumed bee stings and wasp stings were pretty much the same thing, and I did not want any part of it. Now, granted, sometimes the bee stings sting, sometimes they do swell and itch, but 3 days and done tops for me, and I found out I can do it. I can do it scared. And doing it scared is a very big key that goes back to the where lashes led to bees. So, my history, and it may, I will again say this is not selling anything, but I struggled with skincare. That was my big thing, is I hated how my skin looked. I felt like I looked older than I should, and all skincare reacted with my skin. A friend of mine, my best friend, was selling Unique, and I happened to see on Facebook her demoing a face mask, and I was like, you know what, I'm desperate. Does it work? And I was told all the info and stuff, like it's a 14-day guarantee, so if you don't like it, you can get your refund and stuff. So it put me at ease to try it. I tried it, I fell in love with it. I got all the skincare line. That was the end of March. Well, I ended up joining Unique myself as a presenter first for the discount. Who doesn't want a discount? Found something that worked for me, and I didn't want to pay full price for it. And my leg is killing me. I probably should have found somewhere to sit down and do this. But, so I got on that journey. Tomboy doing makeup. Specifically, I think I stuck it in my pocket, yep, mascara. I could do mascara. I was like, yeah, I could figure putting that on and showing it and showing skincare. And that's what started me on a crazy journey that God put me on to learn about myself. I was a stay-at-home mom. Technically, at that time, I had a business. Romans 12:6 Studio was an art business that I had. I was selling my own artwork. That's another thing I always loved, is doing art. So God put me on that path, teaching me a lot of things, growing me as a person and seeing that I could be more than what I was, just a stay-at-home mom doing a little bit of art. That I could be a stone thrown in a sea of people, a ripple maker for good. And the craziest thing was makeup was my platform. And Facebook was my means to reaching those people that I could connect with. And I was helping other people. And also, you guys see me wear this all the time, Sapria. Sapria was a big thing. Back then it was called the Unique Foundation. They rebranded it so they could reach more people easier without guys connecting and corporations connecting with a direct sales company, which makes a whole lot of sense, so they can reach and bring healing to women who have been sexually abused as children and to stop and help prevent sexual abuse in children. So those were things that I learned that I was passionate about. When I started that journey, I didn't even know about that aspect of it. I didn't even know the mission. Those are all things that God led me to, taught me about along the way. And so the big key thing is God taught me on the journey with the makeup to step outside my comfort zone, that I do not grow within my comfort zone. And for a long time in my life, that's where I stuck. And so one day, rural king walking through, I saw a complete hive kit, and there had been a lot of things that I learned after I started that God had already been like, hey, bees. A lot of my kids' school books, their science books and other books, their theme on the covering was bees and beehives and beekeeping. I didn't even realize it till after I got started. It was hilarious. I'll have to drop a few of the little pictures to show you guys. Didn't even realize God was putting those little hints, those little nudges in my life until after I started the bees. But the big thing is the lashes led to bees, because if I hadn't been on that journey with Unique and growing and becoming someone more that God wanted me to be, I would have never in a million years stepped out to do bees. The makeup, I stepped out and did it. I was like, well, I got it for the discount. I didn't have to sell. I was going to be using that and continuing using that, so I didn't have to sell. I didn't, and I don't sell, to be honest. I know that term is really bad. I don't sell, I share. Just like with my bees, I share. And I connect with people through it. And if I hadn't been doing that, I definitely wouldn't have stepped out and done these bees, because these bees have physical pain involved with it. It has physical work involved with it. It has living creatures that, while they don't rely on me, they kind of need me at the same time to truly help them survive. So that was a comfort zone of physical pain that I stepped out of the safety net and put me on a bee jacket, got me a smoker and hive and all of that fun stuff, and started a learning process and growing process that now here I am connecting with y'all on Facebook and on YouTube and on Instagram, because yes, Smoky Mountain Lash Bees is on all three. So if you haven't already, click like, subscribe to this channel, and when you get a chance, go check out the Instagram and Facebook channels and follow them, like them, subscribe to them, etc. That is essentially, in a nutshell, why Smoky Mountain Lash Bees is where lashes led to bees. So now let's talk about what we're doing today. Today, like I said, it's January 28th. I almost said 29th. Last time I went into the hives was December 29th. That's why I keep trying to say 29th. So it is mid-50s, rising. I'm so happy to see. Let me extend this up so I can get y'all down there without getting myself stung. You watch. Let's get another batch of bees coming in. There is something, pollen, I assume. It's a whitish color on their legs. So, everybody is flying to some extent. There's a bunch right there at the guard. Some gals right there. peekaboo. They're coming out. I'm surprised Daisy is actually coming out a little stronger than Lily. But all 9 of the hives that made it through that super cold Christmas temps, they're all flying. And of course, Honey's is flying slower than I should expect. But I had to remind myself that if you look, Honey is in the shade. So its hive is not as warmed up as everybody else. So what we are going to do is I am going to finish suiting up, and I am going to get my smoker going because I know that they are going to be nasty probably by me popping these tops. And I'm going to pop the tops and check on the sugar reserves. That is all I am doing. It, like I said, it's only about mid-50s, and it is not time to do anything else. But I see pollen going in, which tells me that all of these hives are more than likely queen right still. So that's another reason we don't want to go digging into the frames, is because we don't need to accidentally smush the queen when we cannot requeen at all right now. So let me go get suited and we'll get to this. Let's see how this goes. I did not bring my tripod out, so we're gonna try smoker and camera in one hand. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it does not look like there's anybody up here. Very, very few. So they have not touched. They've chewed a little bit. They have come up here and touched it. I should say they have. Right there's a chewed spot, and see all of that's chewed out there. There's like 3 dead, 4 dead, 5, 6. There's a few dead, which that's typical. So I am going to take a little peek. Oh, there's a silverfish, or whatever they're called. Die. So I'm wondering if I need to take this honey super off, because it may be too high above. Let's see. What we got in here. Okay, so we do have bees up here just a little bit, and here's part of the reason why they've not honey frame, honey frame, honey frame, honey frame, honey frame, honey frame, partial honey frame. So there's only 1, 2, 3 of these frames that aren't honey. So these still good. So we'll put this back on. I have a feeling we will not be needing to supplement their sugar at all unless something drastic happens in February and March. And if need be, come closer to spring, if one of those hives needs sugar, I might end up taking the sugar off from this one. So let's go to the next. Okay, Buttercup is a nice strong hive too. Let's get some smoke under there. Let's see what we have to see. Alright, so we got a little bit of moisture right there. Not too bad. You can see the moisture on the lid. not in need. Not in need. So moving on to the next. Gonna close up, move on. All right, Nikki is one of my weaker hives, lighter hives. So we shall see. And not even touched it. The inner cover's stuck. That's okay. They've been touching it a little right here. See, they have just a little bit, but they haven't had much need for it apparently. So let's move on. Alright, there's another one of my more weaker. This one is Rosalie. I have a feeling there's no bees up here, which is good. They've not messed with it. My biggest fear is they're not going to cluster up at it, that they don't go up. That would be the only thing. There could be sugar on the top and the bees stayed down here rather than coming up, but hopefully that won't be the case. So time to close up and move to honeycomb. Okay, honeycomb I expect to be up here in the sugar. I really do. Come on. Gotta break the propolis seal. I hear bees. Ooh, and it finally started smoking good. Yep, there were some bees up because there's one on the inner lid, or outer lid. Oh yeah, bees, bees, bees. Let's see what we got going on in here. So, they still have plenty. They definitely are up here working on it though. But they have plenty. So let's close back up. Move on to the next. Alright, if anybody needs sugar, it is Honey Cloud, because she was the first hive to be up in the sugar. And this one has a nice big old gap right here, so it makes it good for pre-putting in some smoke. Take this top off. In. Out. I'm trying to make certain it's not pulling the inner lid. Okay, it's not. Alright. And we've got one bee on the lid there. Definitely see where they've been eating. Get some smoke in here so they don't go crazy on me. Alright, you ladies, move on down. Move on down. Oh, I can hear them. Okay, so they could use another, just to make certain. Don't sting me. It's all right. No. Okay, I don't want it to be stung. Okay, see, we'll close this one up now. So we need to get a bag of sugar for Honey Cloud. All right, this one is Caroline. smoker finally got to smoking good. Now that I only got like 2 more hives to go. So nobody in the top. Some unwanted silverfish. They have not really come up. So this one's pretty good. Closing up. It'll be easier to close up without this. Alright, this one is Buttercup. It was part of the bouquet hive. Come here, come up in there. Let's see what we got. Okay, I see a big old hole in the middle. See the big old hole in the middle? So they have been up in the sugar. To what extent? There we go. Here. Give them a bit of smoke. Okay, so it's just a hole in the middle. So we still have plenty of sugar for them. Shows you where they've been clustering. Time to close up. Last one is Lily. Okay, Lily is notorious for being grouchy. So hopefully they won't be. Ooh, may not even be anybody up here. There's a few dead on the inner lid, which is normal. I mean, in the summer you don't quite see as many dead because they are dying out away from the hive, and your mortician bees are able to carry them away. So they have been eating on it. Right there's signs that they've been eating on it. They still have plenty to go though. So looks like just that one hive, that was the first hive to attack the sugar. Honey cloud could use some more. Just eat more than half that. So that's more than probably 2.5 pounds of sugar that they've eaten, because the tin frames, or the tin deeps, got a full 4-pound bag of sugar. The nukes only got part, and there is still the sugar from honey flower that never got eaten. So I may go find where I put that from where honey flower did its craziness and put it. That's probably what I'm going to do right now, is go find that and put it on honey cloud so that honey cloud has more sugar. All right, let's see if I can do this. Take this lid back off. Smoke them down. And then smoke them down too well. Alright. And I'm probably going to need 2 hands for this. So let's see. You guys will be just a little crooked. Need 2 hands. harder than I meant to. I was about to drop it. And now time to clean up and close, put the weights back on the lids, and we are done. So we learned a little bit about me today. We learned where Smoky Mountain Lash Bees and where Lashes Led to Bees came from. We checked on sugar stores and got to see bees flying, bringing in pollen, all good things. So now what we need is for you to share your story in the comments below. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and if it's not a page I already follow, you might find me following you, subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to Smoky Mountain Lash Bees and hit that like button. That thumbs up button lets YouTube know to let others see my gorgeous bees and everything that we will be experiencing this 2023 bee season. Till next time, see you later.